shaped wood was found some 3 ft deep underground in the swamp. Guys, what is this? Son, you're not going to believe this. Oh, no way. Wow, is that a diamond? I don't know. Rick Lagina has found something incredible in the Oak Island money pit. This is not just another old piece of wood. The team discovered a carved piece, maybe part of a secret chamber. Then, something shiny appeared in the dirt. A strange C made from an old material from France. Tune in because the truth is buried, waiting to be revealed. Rare artifact found on Oak Island swamp. The team was deep in the northern section of the swamp, the infamous triangle-shaped stretch that has been a source of endless speculation and frustration. But then, clank. Something solid. Something that wasn't just another random hunk of wood rotting away underground. Rick Lagina and the team, including his nephew Alex, knew they had something special. A shaped piece of wood buried about 3 ft down, but what they uncovered next would rewrite everything they believed about the swamp. Meanwhile, Lot 5 was proving just as perplexing. Archaeologist Fiona Steele and her team had been focused on a peculiar circular foundation near the shoreline. Unlike other formations scattered across the island, this one bore distinct traces of mortar, a man-made addition. But what really sent shivers through the team was the realization that the soil in this area matched the depths of the money pit. That meant this site wasn't just some random relic of an old settlement. It had direct ties to the very core of Oak Island's legend. If this fragment came from a chest, where was the rest of it? Had time and decay swallowed it whole, leaving only scraps behind? Certainly continues to remain of interest, right? So let's finish this little area, yeah, and hopefully we'll find some answers, not just questions. Or had someone long ago pried it open, emptied its contents, and left only this fragment as a cruel reminder of what was once hidden there? The showstopper. And then came the real showstopper. As the team sifted through the layers of dirt, something caught the light, a glimmer, faint but unmistakable. A gemstone, a piece of cut glass. It had an elaborate star pattern etched into the back, a design too intentional to be dismissed as mere debris. Jewelry, a piece of royal regalia, a decorative token from a forgotten era. As the excavation pressed forward, more anomalies emerged. Wooden planks, arranged in patterns that suggested they were once part of something larger. More traces of mortar, indicating construction where none should have been. And then, beneath the layers of sediment, something that changed the game. A deeper void. A space that suggested something was once deliberately placed there. And perhaps still was. Rick Lagina had spent years unraveling the enigma of Oak Island. The journey had been filled with highs and lows, breakthroughs and setbacks. But now, with every new find, the sense of urgency grew. If the shaped wood was part of a structure, what was its purpose? If the hinge belonged to a chest, what was inside? If the gemstone was part of something greater, where was the rest? Is that a diamond? I don't know. Well, it sure looks like it. Or at least cut glass of some sort. Enter the lab team. Archaeologist Laird Niven and archaeometallurgist Emma Culligan took a closer look. What they found was mind-blowing. This wasn't just some random piece of glass. This was flint glass, a high lead content material that had been ground down and molded. And guess where this kind of craftsmanship originated? France. And now, one of these pieces is sitting on Oak Island. That raises a lot of questions. What was a fancy French gem, or at least something made to look like one, doing buried here? Who brought it? And more importantly, was it part of something bigger? The real kicker. The soil samples from Lot 5 matched samples taken from deep underground near the money pit. That means whatever activity happened on Lot 5 might be directly tied to the legendary buried treasure. The theory? This round feature could have been some sort of base camp where workers prepared to stash something incredibly valuable below the surface. If the lead glass gemstone really does tie back to a wealthy individual involved in a historic expedition, then what else could be waiting beneath the island? The team knows they're onto something. And they're not about to stop digging now. With every shovel of dirt, every scan of the soil, and every painstaking analysis, they're closing in on an answer. A rare object is found, pointing to something much bigger hidden on Oak Island. Ancient secrets revealed on Oak Island. The implications of this discovery go beyond just another interesting artifact. The presence of high-quality lead glass suggests a deliberate deposit, not just a lost trinket. This wasn't something a common worker would have carried. It belonged to someone important. Could this mean Oak Island's treasure isn't just gold and silver, but also a collection of elite, high-value artifacts that would have been of immense worth centuries ago? To dig deeper into the historical context, the Duc d'Anville expedition, which took place in 1746, was a major French military effort aimed at reclaiming Nova Scotia from the British. The fleet carried thousands of soldiers, tons of supplies, and likely valuables intended for trade or payment. Given the disastrous outcome of the expedition, disease, shipwrecks, and chaos, it's entirely plausible that survivors or deserters ended up on Oak Island, possibly stashing whatever riches they had left in a secret location. Some researchers have long speculated that the island served as a hiding spot for military funds, loot, or even religious relics. If a member of the French elite left behind an expensive gemstone imitation, could that be part of a larger hoard? The mix of European artifacts, including Spanish coins and English items, hints at a history far more complex than a single culture's influence. Oak Island might not just hold a pirate's chest. It could be the last resting place of treasures from multiple nations, hidden for safekeeping and long forgotten. What is this piece of wood doing at this depth? I mean, this is quite deep. The possibility of multiple treasure caches, Lot 5, where the gemstone was discovered, has already yielded fascinating finds, including ancient structures and mysterious underground deposits. The connection between this area and the money pit is growing stronger, especially with the soil matches. Could there be tunnels linking the two sides? If so, what else remains hidden beneath the surface? Advancements in technology have given the team an edge previous explorers lacked. Ground-penetrating radar, sonar scanning, and detailed chemical analysis of artifacts are helping piece together a puzzle that has stumped treasure hunters for centuries. The discovery of the lead-glass gemstone reinforces the need for deeper exploration. If more items of similar origin are found, it could confirm that Oak Island was indeed a site of secret wealth, perhaps even part of an organized effort to secure valuables away from prying eyes. The mystery deepens as the team pushes forward. The weight of history hangs over every discovery. The thrill of the hunt is mixed with a sense of responsibility, to piece together a lost chapter, to honor those who may have hidden these relics for reasons we may never fully understand. The excitement builds with each new clue, each new possibility. If this gemstone-like artifact is just the beginning, what lies ahead could be beyond anything anyone has imagined. This isn't just about gold or fortune. It's about rewriting history. Every artifact, every soil test, every excavation points to something bigger beneath Oak Island's surface. The island's legend is alive, and with every dig, it gets closer to becoming a reality. Whatever the final answer may be, it's bound to be more astonishing than anyone could have predicted.